Neighbors, friends, if you watch the first 6 videos about poverty wages in Mariposa County, it should be clear that at least 4 foreign corporations are using our Mariposa Yosemite Commons in a way that profits them greatly by paying our workers poverty wages. Profits they then take out of our county and spend and invest elsewhere. It also should be clear that the workers, they exploit our stakeholders in our community, in our commons, because they live here and they work here. Most importantly, these are our neighbors, and we have a duty to come to their aid. So how do we come to their aid? How do we change all this? How do we overcome being the 57th county in California in wages? Here are some thoughts about how we might act on this issue which makes all of us poorer. First, let's form a We Are All Mariposa, or WHAM, action committee. We'll begin by focusing on our foreign corporations. Later, we'll continue by focusing on other corporate and local employers in our county. We need you to join us. If you're as upset about poverty wages and injustice as we are, we need to be connected. Second, every neighbor in our commons needs to start talking about this matter. In our families, in our cafes, in our faith communities and service clubs. Citizen involvement is the key. Begin by asking our 1%er companies that pay workers poverty wages to change their ways. Go ahead, buy the burgers, shop at Rite Aid, go to Subway in the Ahwahnee and Yosemite, but tell the managers that you expect justice for our workers. Write letters, create and put up posters. Get your faith community or community organization on board. Our local business community needs to become proactive. Businesses that employ full-time workers and pay at least $15 hourly, provide good benefits and good working conditions, deserve the gratitude of all of us. However, if profits are so slim that you can't pay living wages to the workers who make the business work, why continue? Maybe it's time to consider a different business plan, perhaps to form a cooperative and allow employees to share ownership. The Board of Supervisors needs to take a leading role. The tourist bed tax, TOT, provides over $11 million to the Mariposa County budget every year. It ensures major funding to operate the county and pay good wages to our county employees and to our supervisors. They deserve good wages, but why stop there? Our board represents all county residents. They need to get back on their horses and ensure that all county residents have good wages, or let others take the reins. It's a great and tragic irony that most of the very workers who make the TOT income possible don't share living wages like county leaders and most county employees do. So, supervisors, county executives, it's time to provide the leadership to ensure that every person in Mariposa who works hard and plays by the rules is fairly paid. You need to pass a $15 minimum wage law indexed to inflation for our county. Think about the great message we'll send to the country. Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Mariposa. We need our faith communities, our moral and spiritual guides in the commons to light the way. A living wage for everyone who works falls smack in the middle of Jesus' new commandment, love your neighbor as I have loved you. Faith communities inspire us, show us the way. Help our community take the high moral ground to love our neighbors as he loved us. The media is an important part of our commons, doing what they do best, telling the story, providing a forum, and helping the community envision a new and brighter future. Providing editorial support, especially around this issue of worker wages, benefits, and working conditions, is critical to success. And most importantly, helping Mariposans realize their uniqueness and worth, and the uniqueness and worth of our commons. We are not 57th, we are first. Our educational community is a rich, rich resource in preparing all of us to be good community members and workers. Our foreign corporations would not have employees who read and write and who have a good work ethic and social skills without our schools. Our schools, and especially our teachers, have a sacred duty to teach our young that they are supremely valuable, and that working without dignity in America, and especially in the spectacular richness of our Mariposa Commons, is not an option. Our school board and administrators need to ensure that all school workers are employed with the same dignity. Our service clubs and community organizations both nourish and express the generous and caring spirit of our commons. These groups, which also bring together many business leaders, need to exert their leadership and strong community spirit to create a new culture, a culture that says every neighbor, every stakeholder in our commons deserves a living wage. These groups can play a major role in creating that culture, in making Mariposa our city on a hill. And finally, our workers can help by providing information to us on wages, benefits, and working conditions. Workers, our intent is to involve the community in fighting for you so you don't have to risk your job. But we need your input. We need to know the wages and conditions of your work. Tell us the good things about working for these 4 corporations, as well as the problems. We demand that every foreign corporation end its abuse of our workers. And we urge everyone, every neighbor, every stakeholder, to recognize the true worth of our workers and of our Mariposa Commons, and to join us in this demand. Let us begin our daring adventure together. Let us act together as neighbors and friends. We are all Mariposa. We are all Mariposa.